Yeah, it's getting annoying, right? These yellow lights still on. So I'm gonna turn off the engine and restart it and see. So many different things it does, and see if it goes away when I restart it. Because I'm told to drive at night right now to come back, even though night is actually what our species more efficiently recuperates, from its fatigue from. And wakefulness is kind of important. And okay, yeah, it solved it. I don't have any issues right now. Other issues I've had with this one is I notice the climate control here sometimes is inconsistent with the buttons. They're like in opposite things. They're like working separately together. And when I change things that shouldn't move somewhere, or goes there, or whatever, the people in the back say, "Yep, nope, doesn't work. Keep trying. Yep, yeah." Yeah, I was teasing the people in the back a little bit about. Well, I'll make that joke at a later time. And what else does it do? This thing? Oh yeah. So yeah, it doesn't beep when you get close to, let's say, backing up, but it beeps when you start it, and I've been told about it. It makes a loud noise like you're almost about to hit something when you put it in drive. So yeah, it's kind of annoying, this technology. What else did I want to say here? Hold on. Well, I did want to talk about our species a little bit because, when we don't know in advance what a schedule is, and we still decide the most inefficient way to spend time, and not incorporate the concept of our biological systems. Because as much as, an employer will never offer me an amount of money, as if I cared about money, enough to go against my own biological functions for my health. Like you can't, even if I had $1 million, you can't fix your health with that. I mean, look at Elvis. He had a lot of money, and his doctor or doctors prescribed things that were inconsistent. Pills to wake up, pills to go to sleep, pills to wake up. And nobody, not even his best friends, would recommend to get counseling for anything. And Elvis had a sense of humor, and it was never, one of his strengths in the sense of personal development and healing. It was just in the sense of entertainment and just in, not being by himself a lot and just being with people. Michael Jackson had a lot of money. There's a lot of, doctors just aren't competent, or people that program fancy new cars are competent. So money is really hazardous to your health in many ways. So our species, its original name, before somebody got in there that I haven't finished research to find out if it was a church or something else, but when the guy was naming species, and again, when we name species, people, it's not the way biology works or the universe works or life on Earth works. It's our species, one guy, with some agreement here and there, not by the smartest people in the world, decide this, and then we stick to it, and then we believe that's a universal law. It's not. But the original name of our species was more related to, the human of that epoch, of this era, and the one that's majoritively active during the day. And that makes more sense, right? If you go with what our genus means, and then active during the day. But then we got into sapience, which means wisdom, and then it's there twice. Sapient. It's really like, I don't know what you guys don't want to admit, because most people, and there's a guy that's a scientist, really gets on my nerves. I would love to challenge him to a public debate. He's written books and he talks about how smart we are. But the evidence, people, is as a species, we've never had as dysfunctional brain as a species as we have now. We've never been that screwed up and that unable to problem solve the problems we cause at the most important time of our history, where, in fact, these problems that we've caused are so traumatically horrible that they're taking down the concept of life on this planet, not just us. And not just our enemies, but, our loved ones, as if our species is even capable of the concept of loved ones. Like, for example, if I quit a job because I'm defending my human rights, or it's unhealthy for me to keep it, if I know somebody that has the requirements for this job, and they're looking for work, and they have, let's say, what the requirement is. But I care about that person. I'm not going to recommend a job to that person because I care about that person. And I don't think you guys get this in this nonsense, monetary, earn a living to buy things that you won't even know are crappy things, built badly. But you can't count on warranties, you can't count on repairs, and you'll probably kill yourself with this toy, or somebody else will. Yeah, I mean, there's the truck and the big, long camping trailer that I saw again that's in the ditch. I don't know who got hurt with this other than just maybe one driver, and I don't know why in a 70 straight stretch that vehicle is upside down, and what if there were kids involved? I so worry about people having kids, having pets, like before the Tim Horton, and the two guys wanted to hell. This lady's dog gets out of her reach, this little, I can't remember what it's called, a tiny dog, running everywhere. The drive-through, it's, right beside the wheel. The guy in the drive-through, he could have moved forward. Good thing the lady's like, don't move, you're going to kill my dog. It's like people can't be trusted with their own kids, dogs, health, future, their own thoughts. Their own thoughts work against them. And when you point it out to them, they can't do anything other than keep thinking in flawed ways and trying to always drag me down with them. And people always believe, even though they're failing at what they do, like their business or their families, and everybody's unhealthy, fat, unhealthy. Can't even tell who the parent or the son is sometimes because some looks so much older than the parent because of an unhealthy lifestyle that everybody has. And they want me to do this, and they'll judge me for not being like them. And it's so obviously not Homo sapient behavior. Sentience and sapience has nothing to do. I guess I'm venting here. It's keeping me awake to do this drive. But guys, come on, why do you use the norm? And I'm not just talking about people, the norm, but what is acceptable in your culture as a way to judge me when at the same time you agree with what right and wrong is when I make the point. But still, you want me to behave in opposite in that because it fits your norm or your own lives. And you keep thinking there's something wrong with me.